Hey Sushmita, I keep hearing people say beat around the bush or call it a day. Are they talking about some gardening or maybe quitting their jobs? No, Minnie, those are idioms. Now, idioms are all those fun phrases that don't exactly mean what they say. And if you really want to sound like a native speaker, Minnie, you got to know them, learn them, and use it in your daily conversations. Oh, yes, please help me because I really want to sound smart and not just like a dictionary. That's perfect. So let's dive into this and learn 10 idioms that you can use in your daily life. And remember, no gardening tools needed. So let's get started. So the first idiom you can use, Mini, is see, beat around the bush. Now the words are beat around the bush, so you must be imagining some bush and you're beating something behind it. But it is not like that. Beat around the bush means to avoid saying something directly, okay? And just saying here and there, but not saying the exact thing there, correct? So if I use it in a sentence, stop beating around the bush and tell me what happened. So if I tell this to my friend, probably she's not telling me things directly and telling me something which is here and there and beating around the bush. So yes, I can just tell her, stop beating around the bush and tell me what exactly happened. The second idiom that you can use for your daily conversations is to call it a day, which means to stop working for the day. So we have done enough, let's call it a day today. So if we have done enough of work today, now we need to stop working. So instead of saying, okay, let's go, we can just say, let's call it a day. See how nice and classy it sounds. The third idiom that you can use is, this one is definitely for you, Minnie. It is hit the books. Now that doesn't mean you will pick up your books and start hitting them. Hit the book means to study hard, to work hard in your studies. So if I have to use it in a sentence, I have exams tomorrow, so I need to hit the books tonight. The fourth idiom that you can use is blow off steam. It means to release anger or to release stress. We have such stressful days at work or anywhere we go. So see how I use it in a sentence. After work, I usually go for a run to blow off the steam, which means after so much of work or after the entire day's work, I go for a run because that's my stress buster and it helps me to blow off the steam, which means it helps me to release stress or maybe anger. The fourth one that you can use is on the ball, which means to remain alert and being quick to respond. If we use it in a sentence, she's really on the ball and finishes tasks fast. So she's always alert, she is always there to do whatever is needed. She's very quick to respond and does her work on the time because she's always cautious. The next one is under the gun, which means to remain under pressure to perform some work or some task. I am under the gun to finish this report by noon, which means I'm under pressure. I have a deadline. I have got a timeline wherein I need to finish the task or the report, whatever I have been assigned to do, right? So yes, I'm under the gun, which means I'm under pressure. There's a lot of work pressure and I need to finish something on time. The next one is cut corners. It means to do something in easiest way possible or cheapest way possible, often ignoring the rules. So don't cut the corners while cooking, follow the recipe, which means you cannot take any shortcut or any easy rule possible. Cooking has got certain procedures, certain steps which you really need to follow. And if you cut the corners, probably you will spoil everything. So yes, don't cut the corners. The next one is the ball is in your court. This is my favorite, which means now it is your decision, it is your responsibility to do something. If I use it in a sentence, I would say, I have done my part. I have taught you so many grammar concepts, so many new words. I've helped you to find, how you can improve in your English grammar. But now the ball is in your court, which means now it is your responsibility to take it forward, which means you can practice and learn more. So yes, the ball is in your court. The next idiom that you can use is blessing in disguise. Oh, this is also my favorite, I would say. What does it mean? It means something that appears to be bad initially. Probably you're not liking, and you are hurt, and you're not actually liking what is happening. So something that appears to be bad in the beginning but turns out to be good at the end. Let me use it in a sentence. When I lost my job, I was actually very sad, but it was a blessing in disguise because I found a new one which paid me better. So see, initially when I lost my job, I was sad, I was upset. But then when I tried and I worked for it, I found a job which paid me better, which was better in every sense. So losing that job was a blessing in disguise because initially I didn't like it, but later on it proved to be better for me. The next one is let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie, which means don't bring up the old problems, okay? Like don't mention about the arguments, let the sleeping dogs lie, which means whatever happened, the bygones are bygones, let it happen. Don't bring it again, Don't bring it again and create the same problem or same thing. So let the sleeping dogs lie. So let's do a quick test, mini what say, okay? So I'll give you certain situations and you tell me what idiom you can use there, okay? So the first situation is to avoid saying something directly,
beat around the bush.
very nice, Minnie. You are correct. To beat around the bush. The second one is to study hard.
The books.
You're right, Minnie. Well done. And the third situation is something that seems bad but turns out good.
Blessing in disguise.
Very nice, Minnie. See how nicely you have learned them, and I'm sure now you will be using them in your daily conversations. So this was all for today. If you have liked this video, then please make sure to like and subscribe our channel and share this with your friends. You will be getting a lot more English tips. So speak with flair, show that you care, and thrive everywhere. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.